Today we will learn about two things. The very first is comparing rational number. How will you compare two rational number? Suppose a by b is any rational number which you are comparing it with c by d. First you need to make sure b should be greater than 0 and d should be greater than 0. In that case, how will you identify a by b or c by d? Who is bigger or who is smaller? In this you need to cross multiply the things. If the multiplication of a into d is greater than b into c, then this is the first case. That means the first rational number is greater than the second rational number. The second possibility in this is if suppose AD, the cross multiplication product, is less than the second multiplication product BC. That means the first rational number is less than the second rational number. Next point. Suppose the last possibility, if the cross multiplication of AD becomes equal to the cross multiplication of BC. So in this case what happens? A by B will become equal to C by D. So this is the easiest method to compare the two rational number. Absolute value of a rational number, as I told, this is the symbol of an absolute value. The very first absolute value of any negative rational number, कोई भी negative rational number का absolute value positive होता है. So the absolute value of negative rational number becomes positive. Second case is the absolute value of positive rational number will also be positive. उसमें भी कोई changes नहीं होगा. The absolute value of any positive rational number will also be positive. It means absolute value के अंदर से कोई भी number बाहर आती है तो वो positive बन के बाहर आती है, चाहे वो negative rational number हो चाहे positive rational number हो. तो फिर एक चीज आता है, बचता है जीरो के एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू को क्या माना जाए, क्योंकि जीरो भी रैशनल नंबर है. सो एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू ऑफ जीरो इज आल्सो जीरो. एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू ऑफ जीरो एज जीरो इज neither positive nor negative. For example, I'll show you 1 by 2 is a positive rational number and the absolute value of 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. But minus 1 by 2 is a negative rational number, but the absolute value of minus 1 by 2 will give you a positive rational number. Now we will start with the exercise 2.3. The very first question is asking you compare both of the rational number. Here you can see that a by b and c by d is given to you. I already told you how to compare. First let me see it is in proper rational number or not. It is not in the standard rational number. 4 by minus 7 will become standard when you will write down minus 4 by 7. Now let us cross multiply and see who is greater and who is smaller. 5 7s are minus 35 and 8 4s are minus 32. Minus 35 is less than minus 32. That means minus 5 by 8 is less than 4 by minus 7. Now coming down to the next. 7 by 12, 6 by 10. They both are in the standard form. We did not to do anything. Just only we need to cross multiply. 7 10s are 70 and 12 6 are 72. As you know that 70 is less than 72. That means 7 by 12 is less than 6 by 10. Coming down to the next portion. 6 by 11 and minus 10 by 7. When we will cross multiply, 7 6 are 42. 11 10s are minus 11 into minus 10 is minus 110. And any positive value is always greater than the negative value. So here you can directly write down 6 by 11 is greater than minus 10 by 7. Question number 2 is asking you the given statement is true or false. You need to identify. Here it is given the first rational number is greater than the second rational number. For that we need to verify. Let us do the verification. Let us do the cross multiply. 11 into 5 is 55 and 8 5s are 48, 6 are 48. 55 is greater than 48. That means 5 by 8 should be greater than 6 by 11, which is already given to you. Hence the given statement we will write down true. Coming down to the next part. Here also we need to verify it is correct or not. Minus 6 by 13. For making it in a standard form it will become minus 5 by 8. Let us do cross multiply for verification. 8 6 are minus 48. 13 5s are minus 65. But minus 48 is greater than minus 65 and that's true. That means minus 6 by 13 is obviously greater than 5 by minus 8 and that statement is also true. Coming down to the last part. Here also for verification let us do the cross multiplication and let us identify what we are going to do. 13 9s are. What you will get? 13 9s are. 13 9s are is 117. 11 11 is 121. So that means 117 is less than 121. Hence the given statement is correct, which is given to us. That is, the first rational number is less than the second rational number. Hence this statement is also true. Question number 3 is to find the absolute value of the given rational numbers. As I already told you, the absolute value of a negative rational number becomes positive. Again, the absolute value of negative rational number becomes positive. Here, that also I told you, the absolute value of positive rational number is positive only, but the absolute value of negative rational number is also positive. Here also, the absolute value of a positive rational number is a positive rational itself, and this also I have told you, the absolute value of 0 is 0. Exercise 2.4, they are asking to find the sum of given two rational number. You can find the sum of given two rational number, but before that you need to see the denominators are same or not. Here you can see that denominators are not same. You can make it same by taking their LCM. So first we will take out the LCM of 5 and 10. We will go ahead with the LCM process. 5 and 10, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. So what is the LCM? LCM will be equals to 5 into 2, and that is 10. So I got my LCM, that is 10. So my target next denominator to make both of the denominator as 10. In the table of 5, how much is 10? 2s are. So 2 2s are 4. Similarly 10, how much is 10? 1s are. So 3 1s are 3. So the answer becomes 7 by 10. Similarly, we'll go ahead with this. Here also denominator is not same. You can make the denominator same by taking both of their LCM. Let us go ahead. 6 and 8. The lowest common factor is 2. 2 3s are 6. 2 4s are 8. 3 and 4 are co-prime. So need not to go ahead. So what is the LCM? LCM equals to 2 into 3 into 4. 3 2s are 6. 6 4s are 24. So my next target to make both the denominator as 24. You can make 6 24 by multiplying it with 4. So numerator also need to multiply. 4 4 is 16 plus. Again this 8 have to be multiplied by 3 to make it 24. 7 3s are 21. So what is 16 plus 21? 37 by 24. Now let us go ahead with this. First here you can see that there are two signs. First we need to make it in a standard form. Plus into minus is minus. And here you can directly write down the LCM. Why? 4 and 5 are co-prime. So whenever you get two co-prime denominators, you can multiply them. 4 5s are 20. In the table of 4, how much is 25? So 5 3s are 15 minus 5, how much is 20? 4s are. So 4 2s are 8. So what is the final answer? 15 minus 8 is 7 by 20. Question number 7, you can see that you need to find the sum of these three rational numbers. Here the things are very easy. Why? Because all the denominators are same and you can take down their common LCM as 5. In this case, directly write down the numerator which is given to you. Minus 4 plus 3 plus 2. Now, what is 3 plus 2? 3 plus 2 is 5. And what is 5 minus 4? 1. So you can see that such an easy way. But here you can see that here it is not an easy task because all the denominators are different. You can make it same by taking its LCM. So let us go ahead. LCM of 8, 16 and 24. What is it is going to be? Let us go and find it out. Let us start with the lowest common factor. 2 4s are 8, 2 8s are 16, 2 12s are 24. Again we'll go ahead. 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 2 6s are 12. Again we'll go ahead. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. Now we'll stop. Why? Because 2 and 3 are co-prime numbers. So what are our LCM? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 3s are 48. So our new LCM is 48. So we'll go ahead to make all the denominator as 48. 8 6 are 48. So 7 6 are will become 42. 16 3s are 48. So 5 3s are will become 15. 24 2s are 48. So 4 2s are will become 8. Now here you can see that there are two number which is having the same sign, 42 and 8. Same sign will add each other. 42 and 8 will become 50 plus 15 by 48. Now here you can see that they both are having different sign. Opposite signs subtract each other and the sign comes of highest number. 50 is the highest number, so the answer will come in negative. 50 minus 15 is 35. So the answer is minus 35 by 48. The very first is closure property. The sum of any two rational number will always give you a rational number. For example, here you can see that 1 by 2 plus 2 by 3 is equal to 7 by 6. Second is commutative property, which is also called as order property. It means when you change the order of sum of any two rational number, it will be same whether you change its order also. Next is associative property. That is also called as grouping property. If you change the group also of all the three rational number, the number remains unchanged. That is called associative. Next is additive identity. If you add 0 to any rational number, the sum will give you the same rational number, as 0 is not going to make any kind of difference. Therefore 0 is called additive identity. Next is additive inverse. For example, minus a by b is any rational number which is the additive inverse of plus a by b. Similarly, plus a by b is just the additive inverse of minus a by b. Now let us start exercise 2.5. Question number 1, they are asking to find the additive inverse. You know that the additive inverse of a positive rational number is negative and the additive inverse of a negative rational number is positive. You need to see what? Here it is positive rational number, so the additive inverse will be minus 7 by 15. Here also it is positive rational number, so the additive inverse will be minus 11 by 8. Here also you can see, here it is negative rational number, so the additive inverse will be plus 4 by 7. Here also it is a negative rational number, so the answer will be 6 by 11. Here you can see that it is a positive rational number and the additive inverse should be a negative rational number. Here also you can see that it is a positive rational number, so the additive inverse will be negative rational number. Question 2 they are asking is, you need to find the opposite. Opposite means the same additive inverse of the given rational number, like the question number 1 which we did. Here you can see that it is a positive rational number plus p by q. The opposite will be a negative rational number minus p by q. Here it is a negative rational number minus n by n. The opposite will be a positive rational number m by n, where you need to specify the same q should not be equals to 0, n should not equals to 0. Here you can see that, and this is, you know that the opposite of 0 is 0 itself, because it is neither positive, it is neither negative. Question number 3 they have given you that you simplify in two waves. Now the question is, how will you simplify the sum in two waves? As we have studied about associative property, either you give the bracket in first two given rational number, or either you give the bracket in second two rational number. The answer will be same. So by using associative property, we can solve the same question in two waves. Now let us go ahead. Now here you can see the LCM of 3 and 4 will be 12 as they are co-prime number. In the table of 3, how much is 12? 4. 4 2s are 8. Similarly, in the table of 4, how much is 12? 3. 3 3s are 9. Plus 1 by 2. Now let us go ahead. 9 plus 8 is 17 by 12 plus 1 by 2. Now again you need to go for the LCM of 12 and 2. What is the LCM of 12 and 2? 12 and the LCM of 12 and 2 is 12 itself. So 12 how much is 12? 1. 17 1s are 17. Plus 2 how much is 12? 6. 6 1s are 6. What is 17 plus 6? 17 plus 6 is 23. So let us see the same we are getting in the second way or not. Let us go ahead. 2 by 3 plus the LCM of 4 and 2 is 4. 4 1s are 4. So 3 1s are 3. In the table of 2, how much is 4? 2s are. So 2 1s are 2. Now what is 3 plus 2? 3 plus 2 is 5 by 4. Now they are the co-prime 3 and 4. So direct LCM you can write down 12. 3 how much is 12? 4. 4 2s are 8. Plus 4 how much is 12? 3. 5 3s are 15. Now what is 15 plus 8? 15 plus 8 is 23. So here you can see you can see that in both the waves we are able to get the same answer. Similarly, we can do with the same thing with the C1, this decimal part. We can first put the bracket for the first two rational number, and in the second way, we can keep the bracket in second two rational number. In both the ways, we'll get the answer same. Only we are rectifying the things according to associative property. Now, what is 2.75 plus 3.08? It is 5.83 plus 4.67. On the final addition, you will get the answer as 10.50. Similarly, 2.75 plus, what is the addition of this two rational number? The addition of 3.08 plus 4.67 is 7.75. And the final addition of both the number will give you 10.50. So in this way, you have simplified both the question in how many waves? 2 waves. Question number 4 is you need to identify the property of the given addition illustrated below. Here you can see that the very first question number 4a, this is they are changing the order. Changing the order is which property? You know that changing the order is commutative property. Here also you can see that they are changing the order of the given rational number. So changing the order is again which property? Commutative property. Now this, if you are adding a rational number with its additive inverse, you are getting the answer as 0. So that means this is the property of additive inverse. Now coming down to the next section, adding 0 to any rational number will give you the same rational number. That is the property of additive identity. Next is you can see that they are changing the group of the given rational numbers. Changing the group is which property? Changing the group is associative property. To find the value of x, as the given statement is true given in the question, all is according to the property only. Here you need to identify this is the grouping property, and grouping property is associative property. So they have changed the order only. So what is the order of x over here? That is 31 by 35. So this is an easy task. Coming down to the next, this is also an order property. They are changing the order. So according to the order, what should be the value of x? 5 by minus 7. Now coming down to the next part, here it is additive identity. Because any rational number added to 0 will be the same rational number. So the value of x will be 4 3 by 4. Coming down to the next part, here also this is not an additive identity, this is an additive inverse. Because if you add the additive inverse of the same rational number, the answer will be 0. So what will be the additive inverse of minus 17 by 20? That is plus 17 by 20. Next, here you can see that this is the grouping property. They have changed the group. So according to the group, what is the value of x, which is over here, and here it is not mentioned. That is 6 by 12. So in this way, how we have calculated the value of x.